What's up? What's up? What's going on? Happy Wednesday, y'all. It's so dark outside though, but I'm excited that it's 6:30 and I'm almost about to be home. So yes, I'm excited. I'm grateful and thankful that I made it to this Wednesday. How about you? How you doing? What's going on? Say what's up in the comments, y'all. Do me a favor. Come on in the room. Come on in the room because we have a great conversation on this evening. So like, share, and comment. Let's talk back with us. If you have questions, ask. We might answer. But yes, talk with us, y'all. This is gonna be a great time because life has exactly been life, and I'm excited because I have two of my favorite people in the whole wide world. They didn't know it, but now they know it now. Two of my most favorite people. There's a lot of people in the world, a lot of people in the world, but there's a lot of unsung heroes in the world, and these are two people who are like, I'm telling you, if you need any type resource, anything, like, I mean, you may need any aid, these are two people that you want to know. If you're in the city of Cincinnati, if you're in Ohio, you need to know these two people. You want me to tell you why? Because one of them buy me a car, and then the other one is giving me the gas money for the car for the year. So you want to know these people because this is the type of people they are. And she told me yesterday, I have it in writing, that she's buying me a car, and the other one said he's giving me gas money for the car. So Yvette, yes, the Yvette Gill and the Jason Troup is with me on this evening, and I'm excited about it because they could have been anywhere else, like creating resources lists and helping people because the world is like got a lot going on right now, and these people are aiding people, but they're buying me a car and helping me with gas. So let's get them on this platform really quick so they can confirm for you to you that they're getting me a car and getting me gas. True or
Hey,
false?
Kerry.
True or false? That
Well,
we
you got
in.
it backwards. Jason buying the car, and I'm getting the gas. You just made that one mistake. Jason buying the car.
That is
I'm
that
getting
is
the gas.
news to me.
Oh, now this is news. This is news. See, I don't understand how we do this. Like
There-
we're one way backstage. Now we get on and y'all changing the plan.
He
Like
didn't
I don't
say what
understand.
kind of car. I mean, it could have been a
I
Hot
did.
Wheels.
We
They on sale,
That's a
75
they on
fact.
cents.
sale right now.
That's,
No,
that's a fact.
I
That's a
was looking at
fact.
this Hummer truck. I thought we was looking at. Like, were we not looking
They
at
got
that?
that in the Hot Wheel version. Yep.
Right. I mean, we might have been looking at it,
We
but
were looking at it.
yeah.
And gas is expensive right now. So Jason, you're supposed to take care of the gas for this car. So we'll
Mhm.
talk about that backstage again, because that's when it only works backstage. So apparently up on here or nothing. So how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Great.
Doing well, doing well,
Oh
doing
well.
well. Can't
It's
complain.
Wednesday. So how's the week going? Because you two are in our schools. So you're with Poppy's Therapeutic Corner. So I'm introducing you guys. You're in you work for Poppy's Therapeutic
Mhm.
Corner. You work in our schools. So how's that? Like, how you have life, you have schools. How's your week been going?
Happy Hump Day. Like we
Right.
almost through it. Like,
Yes,
We halfway to Friday.
yep.
halfway. We're almost
Halfway to
there. Well,
Friday. Yeah.
so it's like you're in the trenches, as we can, like, so to speak. You're in the trenches, and the topic life be life, and so you see it all around you. Miss Gill, you were in our like grade school, like Aaron, Jason, you're in the high school. So even in grade school, I know you see the life be life, because them babies have life and for them, right?
Life be life.
Right.
And you understand?
Yes.
Mhm.
So, like, so what do you think that looks like, or what is like for the people that you're servicing?
I mean, it looked like just like it looked like for us. You know what I'm saying? We doing the best we can. We're doing the best we can. They're doing the best they can. I mean, life, and for me means,
Yes.
hey, this is one day at a time. I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
Yes.
And that's most of us right now. This is just the era that we in. This is what's happening, and the only thing you can do is just do the best you can with what you got, baby. I mean, we trying our best, and that's all of us. Like we all in the same boat right now.
That's facts.
We trying our best. We doing the best we can, and we just got to give ourselves just some grace.
Yes.
To know, like you doing the best you can with what you have. You can't do no more, and you can't do no less. That's all we can do.
Yes, I love that, Jason. In your words, what do you think? Like, because the babies got if the babies got our problems, we know that these teenagers, they got even more.
Well, let me first start off by saying, not only am I in the school, but I'm also in the community as well. And so after I leave the school building, many times I'm out in the community. And so when I think of the term life be lifing, I think about the nationwide commercials that it talks about life comes at you fast. And all of a sudden, things can be all good. And then something happens, and it could be a situation like, as the saying goes, when it rains, it pours. And just being, trying our best to be ready for whatever could come, but also, like Ms. Gill was saying, being willing to give ourselves a measure of grace, and trying not to stress over things that we can't control. Because the burden can be heavy enough with some of the things that we can control. So if we're adding to that by stressing over things that we can't control, we're adding to the burden, we're adding to the weight that we're already carrying, and we're making our loads heavier. And so the same that it is with us, it's also with with the teenagers. And I hear a multitude of things, and just helping some of my students navigate some of the different challenges, whether it's physical, social, emotional, psychological. They are carrying so much. They're carrying so much, and many times they feel like nobody else understands what they're going through. And so I try my best to be a listening ear, and provide a not only safe space but brave space to really start to unpack some things, and not just the surface things, but going beneath the surface, getting down to the why behind what, getting down to some of the roots of the things that they're carrying, because we might not be able to change a particular situation, but I'm a firm believer that we can change how we allow a situation to affect us, and how we navigate a particular situation. And so looking for areas where we have a measure of control, even if it seems like things are out of control. And so, and that's a way that I look to, empower the students that I work with, and to keep them hopeful and not falling victim to despair.
So because both of you, I'm sure at some point worked both with children and adults. So what's the approach though? Like, is it like, are you finding yourself actually having the same type of approach with adults as well as like your high school, grade school age kids? Because like you said, we're all in the same boat. We now the parents' battle may be making sure rent is paid, food is on the table, but then the kids' problem is because the rent ain't paid and the food ain't on the table, they affected by that. So we like you said, we almost all in the same boat. But like when you're in these aiding processes, are you are you seeing the same approach having to be dealt with both?
Kind of, and see, a little bit dealing with parents sometimes is getting past that pride of asking. Because I'm gonna tell you something, I back in the day, in my younger days, I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I don't know, we only got an hour. I don't know why y'all put me and Jason on here for an hour, because y'all know we talk too much. But I'm gonna tell you something. This is a true story, right hand of God. This is a true story. I probably was y'all know I'm 50 something. I probably was just turned like maybe 19, 20. You know, I'm living on my own, got my own kids. And I was at like one of like food pantries one time. And this line was so long, right? So one time like the media came out and I got so embarrassed. And I was like literally this older lady was behind me and I was about to get out the line because I was like embarrassed and I went and so she was like, baby, where you going? This is a true story. If I don't remember nothing else in my life, I remember this story. And I was like, oh, I don't want nobody to see me. And, she was like, well, why you in the line? And I was like, I was going to feed my kids, give my kids a meal. And she was like, and I was like, but I don't want nobody to think. And I had a job and everything, and I was like, well, I don't want nobody to think that, I can't feed my kids and blah, blah, blah. And I was like embarrassed. And she was like, okay. That she just shook her head and she said, okay. She said, well, let me tell you something, baby. Being strong is you came down here. She was like, you strong because you came down here to feed your kids. She said, now you go ahead and get out the line if you want to. And you go home and you try to figure out how you going to feed your babies. And she said, now when they crying and you can't feed them, she was like, just know you was weak. And I was like, oh, okay. She said, because you got the resources right now to feed them. But she was like, you're going to let somebody else judge whether you can feed your kids or not.
Wow.
And I was like,
wow.
What and y'all, I swear that stayed with me so long. I never after that conversation, that wasn't the end. She just like went on and on. And I was like, you're right. Like I stayed there because and then I started to think like that's for most of people that pride, that embarrassment, because people are judgmental. You ever been somewhere where you're asking for something and somebody is just so judgmental and they're judging you and they're sitting up there. And I'm gonna tell you something. I tell people like this: the people that's doing the judging, that's you ever heard that saying where they say, "There before the grace of God goes out." At any time, we could be sitting in the opposite seats. At any time, or you could just be sitting right next to me, because some things we don't have control over. You know what I'm saying? Like some things we the working poor. Like, some things you don't have control over. But a lot of people don't like to go get that help because they are embarrassed. And there's people judge you, but at the end of the day, baby, when you doing all you can do and that's all, like I said, that's all you can do. And I'm not going to let my pride or nothing else stop me from feeding my babies, from getting the help that I need, not just feeding them, but if I got to go stand in this line because I need some help paying my mortgage, paying my rent, paying any of those things. But when you're a person who's used to doing these things on your own, going to ask for help can be hard.
Yeah.
That can be hard. And I know that. Like I know that. That can be hard. When you used to standing on your own feet and then you got to go ask somebody for something. And then you go down there and you only go to one place and that person judge you, it would keep you from going anywhere else because you get discouraged and you just be like, I ain't on this. I ain't got time for that. But don't let that person judge you.
Yeah. No, that's definitely facts. That's definitely facts. You really don't, I guess, you don't, when you're in that situation or when you're in that, like during that time, I'm sure a whole myriad of things like running through your head, like, and all this stuff. You just got to push past it. Definitely in this time, I was in choir rehearsal. Anyway, I was in choir rehearsal, and my minister of music literally, like, he like kind of had what you said. He said something that stuck with me, and it was like, need something, say something. And like it used to be that sign, like see something, say something, but it's need something, say something. And these days, like with all this going on in the world, too many people around you, too many people out there that's trying to help. Yeah, there's people out there talking, but there's people out there that want to help. Like
that's right.
Like literally, like they may not have everything, but like my friend said, I got a pack of beans on the top of the refrigerator. Right. I got a chicken in the like let's make a meal. You hungry? Say something. Like I come over and get some food type. Like, but we in this time with life and say something. Like that's the encouragement to anybody that's watching. Say something.
I was Saturday. Okay. I took took a friend of mine down here, they was giving out meals and stuff, right? So I'm sitting out there and it's a line, y'all. It's a line. The line is huge. So this young lady come out. She got like a baby in her hand, like a baby, like three little kids, and she's crying, crying, crying. I'm just sitting up, and I can't help but to ask, like, what's the matter? Well, she went in there. She didn't have an ID. Only thing they required was for you to have an ID. She didn't have an ID, and she was like, and then she was waiting on somebody to come and pick her back up. They wasn't coming to pick her back up. She didn't have the food. Blah blah blah. So I said, okay, baby. I get out the car. I said, only thing you need is what? She was like, I know what you need, because okay, this all you need is an ID. So y'all, I get out and I stand in this line for like over an hour. I told her, I said, baby, just wait a minute. Only thing I need, I have my ID. Can I get such and such? Yes, you can. Come out. Here you go, sweetheart. You need a ride home, baby. Like, that is what I'm talking about. When you start talking about it takes a village type stuff, these are the things we need to start doing back in the day type stuff, y'all, because it's hard for all of us. Like I said, you got something in like my grandma used to say, if you got a little bit, give it.
Give it.
Yeah.
If you already had it, you don't need, give it.
Yeah.
Even if a little bit to you is a lot to somebody else, give it.
Yep. Yeah, mine. My thing was because I have like mine isn't food. Because you might not want to eat my food anyway. But what I do have, I have 2 extra bedrooms full of clothes, and I said I'm giving away my clothes, like because I have all these clothes that I don't even wear, and there's somebody out there that can use them. Now that may not be much for some, but like that's something I can give. I just don't want somebody's stomach to be hurting. Definitely if I have to cook food out. Yeah, but at the end of the day, like clothes, I do have. Like I have too many, and this is that time though. Like to give. Like I mean, this is stuff that I will wear because it's in my like closet, so I still will wear this stuff. But it's like it's excess. Like it's too like I can't even. I don't even wear half of this stuff. Like so, we have to be in that mindset now in this season in this time. The just if you got it, if it's there. Just give it.
And kids need them clothes. Like you would be amazed how many, and I would like, especially I know I see it with elementary, but I couldn't imagine with the high school kids. But you got some kids who won't even come to school because they don't have clothes.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I do the same thing. If I'm at the store, I'm in, and I'm a Walmart shopper. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a thrift shop. I shop. I see $1, I see $3, and I'll buy stuff even if I can't because I know somebody can wear it.
Yeah,
I mean, I will buy it and I'll bring stuff. I know somebody can wear something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what it is, a pair of shoes, anything. I mean, they just sitting there. You only got one pair of feet. I mean, really. So
and I think it's easy for us to focus on the tangible. But one thing that we can be giving of is ourselves, our time, our talent, our desire to help. And, that can go a long way as well, because there are resources set up and they already have the tangible, but, the harvest might be plentiful, but the laborers might be few. And so we can be
church. Go ahead.
I try not to, but it's true. It's true. And we can be giving of our time to go and help serve. One of my favorite things to do, since we're talking about resources, is there's a program called Saturday Hoops. They've got 3 different locations. They've got one in the West End at Lincoln Rec Center. They've got one at the Avondale Boys and Girls Club, and they've got one at Winton Hills Rec Center every Saturday. And it's more than basketball. It's reading, it's chess, it's art, it's yoga. And so not only being given of my time to go and help volunteer and interact with kids that I may never come across. And I've formed some relationships with some kids, and I've been connected with Saturday Hoops for probably about 10 years now, save COVID. But to form those relationships, to just give hope. And that can go a long way because like they say, people might not remember what you said. They may not remember what you did. They may not even remember what you gave them, but they will remember how you made them feel. and to help a child feel seen, feel known, feel loved, feel validated, feel like they matter, can go such a long way, even in times like this. It's like, hey, I can continue on despite the hard times because this person saw fit to see me and connect with me and make it a genuine connection,
Yeah.
not to be there to, fulfill an objective or to check a box, but
Yeah.
just being given, giving of yourself. And so it's easy to focus on the tangible, but there are intangible things that we can give as well. And it's not about the season. I know we're going into the holidays. It's not
Yeah.
about the
Yeah. No.
season.
No.
It's meet and see a need, meet a need. If you
Yeah.
and even if you can't, if you know something, say something.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And so we're hardwired for connection, and connection is important, especially in times like this.
I love it. With you too. And I know this definitely wasn't one of the questions sent. So, so give me some grace. Anyhow, but with you two being like in, because I'm a servant. I feel like I have a servant's heart, and I know you too. So I feel like you two have one as well. So with that though, like having that servant's heart, and I like both of y'all, like y'all go hard for you. Like I know both of you, so like y'all go hard in the paint. I think that's what the young people say. Maybe they don't, but anyhow, I'm telling that's what the young people say. I sound so old. Anyway, but y'all have passion for like what you do. Like, how hard is this though for you on the personal side of it? Like, because you're seeing so much. Like, I'm that type. Like, I literally like would be wanting to adopt babies. I'd be wanting to take these babies home. I'd be wanting to like spend every dime that I got. Like, I used to have a third grade teacher that was this way. She used to do that. Like, she's like come in with cooked meals, come clothes, like that type of thing. She was that type of person. But how hard is this for you guys to restrain, create boundaries, like on that type side? Like, because you're serving, you're seeing, but
It's real hard, and me and Jason talk about this a lot, and we worked together for a
mhm,
while. And when I tell you, because I mean, we do, and we have
mhm,
like bought a lot of things, done a lot of things, and just when kids be like, hey, and like Jason was saying, like when kids just be like, hey, can you come to my game? Can you come to such and such? I mean, we will get up early in the mornings to go to these kids' games. I
mhm,
mean, 8, 7, whatever, show up at these kids. It is very hard to find that boundary. It's like a thing, like because you want to help everybody,
mhm,
and you know that you want to help everybody. You want to spread your time between everybody. You want to give all you can give, and knowing that you still have to spread over here, spread over. And it's hard sometimes not to take a lot of situations home, which I know people be like, oh, you leave that at work, but the kind of things that we're in, the field that we're in, it's hard to kind of sometimes walk in your door and be like, oh, we're leaving that outside.
mhm,
So sometimes just calling each other and being like, hey, today, I mean, it was rough. Like for me, I can't speak for Jason, but I know for me, I call Jason a lot and be like, hey, let me tell you about such and such. I call Allison, Amy, because sometimes it's a lot, it's heavy.
yeah,
And sometimes a lot that you see these kids go through, it is heavy. That you see the parents go through, it is a lot of weight. So sometimes you just have to find, like I said, I like to call Jason sometimes. I call just to be like, hey, let me tell you what kind of day this was. And that helps me a lot to kind of pull me back in and be like, hey,
mhm,
you did all you can do.
mhm,
You did your best. That's all you can do. But it is rough.
Yeah, I definitely, and to add to that, community is important.
mhm,
Community is important. And so, having a strong support system, being able to have people that you can not only lean on but confide in. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, sometimes, the kids that we serve see us as like these superheroes or mythical
Mm-hmm.
figures, and we're just as human as them.
Yeah.
We're just as human as them. And so, you know, community is important. And also, you know, and this is one thing that I live by. The best care is self-care, and the
Mm-hmm.
best ability is availability.
Oh, I
And
like that.
so,
Text
you
me
Yeah.
know,
that.
when we are in a field where we're so giving of ourselves, I like to tell people all the time, because I'm also an organizational trainer. And when I'm doing trainings, I'm like, you know, how many people have a cell phone? And of course, all the hands go up. We all have cell phones. And I say, what's the one thing that we make sure we do with that cell phone before we go to bed at night? And everybody's like, charge it. And they're like, okay, we charge it because we want to make sure that that phone is fully charged for the next day. Why should we treat ourselves any differently?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
We need to be recharged. We need to be replenished. We need to be refilled. And then, too, one thing that works for me is I try to keep things in a proper perspective. I
Mm-hmm.
know that it's not about me.
mm,
I know that it's not about me. It's not my job to save anybody.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
And I say that to say, you know, if I'm putting the focus on me, then I'm
mm.
taking it off of who it really needs to be on, and that's the people that I'm serving. And
Yeah.
so, and that's why that self-care is important, because that's how we can serve and replenish ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
If we're trying to do that through the work that we're doing, we're missing the point. We're
Mm-hmm.
missing the mark, because then it becomes more about us.
Mm.
And we're not good for the
That's
people that we're
good.
serving when it's about us.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I never that perspective. That's definitely a alternate perspective, I would say. Because I like to say that all the time, that like when I'm doing stuff that is not about me. But honestly, with that perspective, I don't think that I genuinely am operating like that, man. Because that's a good way to look at it. Because you do take the focus off of the individual, because you're kind of making it about yourself. I like that. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. You taught me something tonight. So we can end this right now. Thank you guys.
Oh, wow.
No, I love that though. That was good. Jason, write a book. I'll co-write.
Man.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I'm gonna call your mom after this. Tell her she did a good job. She did a good
see,
job.
see.
She did a great job. Great job. She did a great job. So I'm gonna ask this next question. So because we kind of already been saying it, but what are some go-to resources for people experiencing different life struggles? So some go-to resources. Yeah.
Well, you have your main resources, like
Mhm.
your 211s, which is easy. That's your United Way.
Mhm.
People sleep a lot on the library. A lot of people
Yeah.
sleep on the library. The library is one of those places, like any of your libraries, any of the local, you could go in that library, the librarian, you can ask the librarian. They even have flyers. They have a lot of stuff that be going on. They know where all the handouts are, where all the pantries are. They know where all the meals are being handed at, everything. Like people really sleep on the library.
Oh wow.
Believe it or not, even in the summertime, just for free stuff. Like parents look for stuff to do with their kids. The library have so much going on, and they know a lot of resources. So don't sleep on the libraries.
I
I
love
mean,
it. I
and
love it.
211, if you just call 211, if you just call the United Way and you say, hey, I live in area code 45205, they would tell you every pantry, every church, anything in that area that's going to offer you all type of resources. You can write it down, they'll email you. So those are like the simplest ones
Yeah.
right there. Even if JFS, Job and Family Services, if you deal with them in any type of way, they have a lot of resources. I mean, the school. You don't have to be in the mental health services at your
Mhm.
school. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
have a case manager or a therapist. You can call the school and hey, can I speak to the social workers? Any
Yeah.
of the social workers at your local schools will be able to tell you what's going on. So those are the main, the simpler things that you can do. And you'll get a lot of resources out of that. So don't forget those places.
Yes. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was thinking about, the teenagers. along with the school social worker, their grade level guidance counselor. Make appointments with your guidance counselor. They are very resourceful for parents and families. You have the Free Store Food Bank. You have St. Vincent de Paul. You have Catholic
Salvation
Charities,
Army.
Salvation Army. And then too, the local churches. They generally have resources. The rec center, they have resources. Community Action Agency has a lot of resources. So there are a lot of places that are waiting to serve. And so and Google's my best friend. And I know, one thing, we use our phones for a lot of stuff, entertainment wise and things like that. I'm not gonna get into the Android versus iPhone, not gonna get into that, but Google works.
Don't do that. Don't do that because Samsung.
Somebody on there got an Android.
Samsung is my friend.
Oh, I got an Android. I got an Android too.
There we go.
I didn't know you.
I do.
Let me text that phone.
Samsung is my friend. I love him.
I am big Samsung, but like I said, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna get into that. But I try to impress upon my students, especially because they know how to go on TikTok and search stuff. They know how to go on to YouTube and search things. I'm like, those same skills, you can use those for Google too. And I tell kids all the time, like Google has all the answers. And so like I find myself Googling things when I'm just like having a random moment or whatever. And so like, typing into Google like what resources are available for such and such a zip code, and it'll give you some results. I think of St. Leo's Church in Fairmount. That's another big food pantry, and they have a lot of resources there. But yeah, like there's no way that we could sit here and recite them all, because for as many as we're saying, like Matthew 25, as many as we're saying, there's so many more resources that are out there. And so, utilizing Google can help find those resources and help people get connected to those resources as well.
And don't forget about, like, one of my third graders told me today, but Miss Gill, you want to know, use ChatGPT.
Hey.
I was like, what?
Hey,
that's what?
So right.
I swear to God, today, y'all, I had put that in. I was like, but I just used it for something. I was like, let me see, resources. And it brought up this whole list. And I said, oh, but the third day, you can ask the ChatGPT. I was like, okay.
No, that's real. That's real. That's real.
He was right, though, but I was okay.
No, really.
Right.
No, ChatGPT have you like feeling like you made it.
I don't even got to use my brain no more.
You don't even got to, which is a scary thought, but like it's there. It's definitely
That's
there.
another topic.
No, for a different day. Yes.
For another day.
For another day. That's so scary. I do ask before we get off, so I do want this to be put on the top of your head. I asked for a gem before we get off, like something like some words of wisdom, some encouragement to like hold on to next week. So kind of start thinking of something that you can kind of motivate me with, because I need it. And I'm sure somebody's watching need it. But Mikey just told me, our producer said that there's a comment. So if we can get that comment up really quick. I don't know if it was a question or a comment. If someone gets low enough, the lowliness has a way of humbling the pride you hold so dear. No, that's definitely true. I think that was going back to like when we were talking about like the pride and like people having the fear of that, like people talking about them. But that, hey, Charisma, you owe me a phone call, because Jason just told me he was on the phone with you 30 minutes ago, but you still ain't called me back yet. But we're not gonna do that on this right now. That's a conversation for a different day. Yes, the church is awesome. I hope she's talking about my church.
That's Miss Keys. Oh, she's talking about our church.
She's talking about our church. Yes. She was just talking about our church people. It's okay. It's awesome.
Wow.
It is awesome. It's like, but no, so put that on the top of your minds. But I'm gonna ask one more question, and then we can drop those gems. So this kind of almost the same, but what's one piece of advice you would give anyone feeling overwhelmed right now?
I'm gonna go back to what I said before. You can only do what you can do. And as long as you don't ask for the help, and as long as like you can ask and you can ask, as long as you done went out there and you done asked for the help, sometimes it might not be coming quick enough, but baby, you can only do what you can do. That goes back to our life is just life, and it's just one foot in front of another. Just patience and give yourself grace. That's that's all I can really say about being overwhelmed, because this is overwhelming and it
Yes,
will get overwhelming. And the situations that we're in right now can be overwhelming, but you can only do the best you can do.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. For me, I would encourage people not to believe the lie that they're alone, that they're
Mm-hmm.
alone in their situation, or they're alone in their circumstances, or nobody can relate to what it is that they're experiencing, um, because these are unprecedented times for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There are unprecedented times for everybody, and so we're all kind of feeling the crunch. And so it's easy to fall into that downward spiral of like nobody understands what this is like because I'm the only one going through it, and that'll keep us isolated. um we definitely need community. We definitely need
You sure
that
do.
village mindset, in especially in these times, because as the saying goes, there's strength in numbers.
Mhm.
There's strength in
Mm-hmm.
numbers, and aligning ourselves with people that can pour into us, and speak life into us, and to
Yep.
support us, whether it's a quick phone call, a quick text, send somebody a quick emoji or something like that. You never know how far and how much that would mean to somebody.
I
And
love it.
so
Mm-hmm.
giving a kind word, that costs us nothing.
Yep.
Costs us nothing, and we can give it away as free and as frequently as we deem necessary. And so letting love win, and walking in empathy, I think is what I would encourage everybody, all of us, with, even
Mhm.
myself, because we got to encourage ourselves as well. We got to
Definitely.
encourage ourselves as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be what I would share in this moment.
I'm gonna
I
give away
love
what
that.
my kids get to me at school. They'll be like free hugs, and I actually like it. I got one little kid every day be like free hugs, and then he had me walking around like free hugs. And y'all, it sounds so crazy, but it actually makes you feel real good. And I'll be like free hugs.
Oh,
And it actually make people feel good.
yeah.
It really does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I get we all keep saying it, but definitely during this time,
Mm-hmm.
um, it means so much more than what it kind of used to at some point. Like just almost like I needed this. Oh my God, I didn't know I needed this, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
I needed it. Yeah. So thank you guys. I thank you guys. Like I just got overwhelmed. I don't know how. With all the information that you got, like you guys, like are very much so it. And I thank you guys for all you do. No, um I'm dead serious. I'm serious. You guys are like phenomenal. I said that at the beginning, but I'm telling it to your faces right now. Just the amount of information you have, that resource that you have in you, but it's the passion behind it. I think that's what like gets me. So I'm grateful and thankful for you two, for all that you do, not just at Poppy's outside, because I know y'all out in the community doing it even outside of this organization. So thank you. It's like really like people like you that help make the world go round. So it makes it a better place for people like you. Now with all that's going on, we're still grateful that people like you exist, because everybody can't do it. Everybody doesn't have that passion. Everybody don't have that zeal, the drive to do it. So thank y'all for choosing every day to wake up and put your hand to the plow. I definitely mean that, and I know Charisma. She was watching. And I know she means it, at least from Poppy's. But thank y'all, and the people that you're serving. Thank you. I know they do. I'm sure they're telling you. Y'all, we're here every week, every Wednesday at 6:30, having these type of conversations with these type of people, phenomenal people. That's what I meant. But y'all, I want y'all to join me this Saturday. I'm sitting on a panel we're discussing toxic masculinity. Now, now, why she chose me to be on this panel discussion, I don't know if she was feeling like that I have some insight or she was saying that I'm toxic. But however, this Saturday, that's Saturday, November the 8th, from 10 to 12 noon at Black Coffee, downtown Cincinnati. It's 824 Elm Street. Join me and 3 other guys, phenomenal guys. We're sitting on the panel having this discussion. It's a registration link that we'll put in the comment box down below. Register for this event. It's free. It's open to the public. Come out. Let's talk. I want the brothers to really come out for this conversation because I know the ladies. It's actually hosted by Black Women Cultivating Change. Mike, you can put me back on the screen. I'm tired of looking at that. But it's hosted by Black Women Cultivating Change. But I want the brothers to come out too. Like, ladies, I know you're going to be in the building. I already know you're going to be in the building. But let's get some guys at this event to have this open discussion because it's a panel discussion, but Q&A is there. We're going to talk back. Be there.
Is it an age limit?
It's actually, she didn't put one on there. Because I feel like as long as you're of age, definitely like teenage age,
like teenage males.
get them there. Yes, like get them there. It's not going to be an X-rated conversation, so yes, it's definitely open. And this is me saying it, so hopefully, Ashley don't get upset with me. But anyway, like get them out. Like let's have this conversation this Saturday, November the 8th, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Couple hours. Come on out, have this conversation, free and open to the public. Just register. Y'all, again, we're here every week. This is Poppy's Conversation Corner. It's your boy Kerry. I'll see y'all next week at 6:30. Again, thank y'all. Stay backstage for a couple seconds, but see y'all next week.
See y'all next week.